All right, now this is a question that each one of you should ponder. Should the government dictate what young schoolgirls can actually wear to school? Because in France, it was the first day of school. While most students are excited about it, some girl students in France, believe it or not, young girls, who had turned up at the gates of their school were immediately sent home and were not allowed to step inside their schools. With the new session, the French government has come up with a new interesting rule. That is a ban on abayas. Remember, abayas are a long, loose-fitting robe that is worn by certain Muslim women. It covers an individual right from the shoulder till the toes. The hijab, which is worn on the head, is already banned. The niqab, which is the face veil, is also banned in France. But so far, the rule had been a little uncertain about what was to be done with the abayas. Now, an estimated 300 schoolgirls across France refused to comply with this French bizarre rule. Now, some of them, in fact, changed out of the robe, but about 67 of the girls, they were adamant that they should be free to wear what they want. And they said that the government's business is not to tell women what they should be wearing. And about 67 of these young girls were sent home and were not allowed to sit in their classes. They were sent home with a letter to the parents on the issue of laïcité, the French word for secularism. Now, what is interesting is this. Paris has justified the move by saying that the abaya is a religious symbol and therefore it breaks the rules on secularism as they exist in the French Republic at this moment. Remember, France is the nation that gave the slogan of equality, fraternity and liberty to the rest of the world. And here, young girls were stopped from attending school. Now, it's been widely asked if this move is actually a politically motivated one, something that keeps Emmanuel Macron still relevant. Now, the answer is a little complicated. Now, let's look at the nuance of this, because after months of debate on whether abaya should be allowed in school, the move was welcomed by the political right wing. But the left has argued that this actually insults civil liberties of French citizens. Now, when it comes to the common people, the opinion is as polarized as it gets. Many see the abaya as a security concern. They say when the face, remember, is what the niqab covers, and the abaya is not the niqab, it is an overall clothing from the shoulders till the toe. And they say that this is a security concern because it covers up an individual completely. Many French citizens feel that this puts them at risk, and they're not just comfortable with it. The critics, in fact, call this type of rules as nothing short of Islamophobia. Now, they point at increasing hate crimes against women who wear the hijab or the abaya in public in France, attacks that have unfolded all over Europe, in fact, in London, in Berlin, in Paris, Vienna. They say that this kind of a decision is something that will trigger more such Islamophobic attacks on Muslim women. For now, though, it seems like the ban is staying put because the Emmanuel Macron government says that it does not want to change it. So if you're a student who is attending public school in France, then you'll have to comply with it because the government now wants to dictate what young girls can actually wear to school. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.